Hello, my name is Eric Putkonen. Thank you for joining me. Today we'll be talking about Ho'oponopono and non-duality. Now, I had first been exposed to Ho'oponopono several years ago. I was reading a book called Zero Limits by Joe Vitale. And he goes about how he found the person who taught him the technique. But basically, it's kind of a healing technique, you could say. And I find it works very well with non-duality. The basic idea is kind of a Hawaiian idea that all problems, miseries, suffering, sickness, you name it, all that is wrong with the world arises from thought. And it is these repeating patterns of thought that are the seed or cause of everything. And so in the book Zero Limits, Joe Vitale was he said what we're basically doing is we're cleaning and we're trying to dispel the patterns and return to zero, an unconditioned state. And actually, that is kind of in line somewhat with what a lot of non-duality is pointing at, is returning to a non-conditioned state. You're going prior to the conditioning. But in this instance, it's a healing technique of trying to go prior to conditioning to resolve issues. Now, as Joe Vitale was taught, it was very, very specific in that it's considered a cleansing, kind of a purification, but it's not something you do. So it's not a egoic me doing it. Ho'oponopono basically revolves around a prayer or a petition in a way. And it could be a divinity, but it could just be Brahman self. So you're really just petitioning self. And it's a remaining to be open. And so you're asking for this clearing, you're remaining to be open, and you just assume the self will do whatever it wants to do. And if it's cleansed, so be it. It's kind of an interesting technique. But it revolves around four phrases. But the first basic premise is you have to take 100% responsibility for everything that happens in your life. And so even if you were to heal an other per se, you're not actually trying to heal or fix them at all. What you're doing is you're realizing that whatever issue they're having, that you're aware of because it's in your experience, is arising because of a thought pattern, a repetitious pattern within yourself. Within the self, there's this repeating pattern. And so your own issues you hear about, issues in the world, the war in Ukraine, it's because of a thought, a repeating pattern within. It's not because of the outside. Nothing outside is in Ho'oponopono. It's all about everything's within, 100% responsible, and all you can really do about it is cleanse. And I decided to do this video after the last one because the last one was about 100% responsibility. And it's fun to play with, but you can combine it with this. You can combine the playing with being 100% responsible with Ho'oponopono. And I find that the technique, the phrases, just have interesting results in the fact that you are being open and allowing change and things like that. But the four phrases, we'll go through this. The four phrases in Ho'oponopono is, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, and thank you. I think that's the original order. The order can shift. You can mix them around, the four phrases. But basically, in this prayer or petition to self or divinity, you are basically saying, in recognition of this thought is within me, and this thought within me is giving rise to this issue or problem that is within my experience. And so you take responsibility and say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for not cleansing it in the past, not noticing it in the past, yada, yada, yada. It's just kind of an open-ended, I'm sorry. And there's, with that, please forgive me. And so in Ho'oponopono, repentance, this idea of repentance is kind of a key central idea. And so, I'm sorry, please forgive me. And then you're assuming, in Ho'oponopono, you assume the conditioning, the habit, the repetitive thought is just going to be cleansed. And in that void, in that space, it's got to be filled with something. But it is filled with love. And so you also say, I love you. Now it could be, I love you to the self, divinity, to, to the world, people. It's just general love. In particular, love of self. And with that, you assume that it's cleansed. And so there's a thank you. There's gratitude in there. And so there is, I'm sorry, please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. And that's the typical format. Now, I sometimes add two more because I know some people, when I've taught the technique in the past at workshops and retreats, because I thought it was interesting, so I shared it. Whatever you're working on, you have to remain open. There's this openness involved. And so I sometimes add two phrases with the I ask for this, cleansing. So there's an I ask, the self, Brahman, whatever, for this cleansing. But there's an I ask intention. And with that is I'm open. I'm open for the change. Not resisting, letting it go. I'm open. Just let it be changed. If that is the will of self, will of divinity, will of Brahman, however you want to put it. And it is an interesting technique because in a way it does kind of loosen up the patterns, and sometimes the patterns just fall away. In the book Zero Limits by Joe Vitale, he mentions many cases of people experiencing a resolution or a healing. The person he learned it from, I just remember him as Hugh Lin, but I can't remember his actual last name. But he was a doctor, a psychologist, and he also did healings, with this technique. And Hugh Lin all he does is cleanse all day. He goes, you're cleansing, you're returning to zero, you're returning to the unconditioned state, void, however you want to put it. And I find this really interesting because then what you're doing is you're constantly noticing that any time you have a problem, resistance, anything, it's all within. It's always within, and you're acknowledging that and trying to let it go and let it be changed. Not that you're doing anything. Again, this is a prayer, a petition. You actually are not doing anything. The self is just doing it or not doing it for you. And so, you could be driving down the street, somebody cuts you off, and first things first, I did that. I'm responsible for that arising. And if you want to clean on it, then it would be, I'm sorry, for not noticing this repeating pattern that caused this situation to arise, however you want to have the I'm sorry and repentance aspect, the please forgive me, being open to forgiveness, because forgiveness is also something that lets things go. Please forgive me, and being receptively open to forgiveness and forgiving yourself, for this pattern, which you're now releasing. It's all around forgiveness. And then there is I love you, loving yourself, loving divinity, the world, whatever. It's just general love. And thank you, assuming it's gone. And if you need a little boost, I ask, and I'm open. And it is interesting. It is something to play with, because it does change the way the world is viewed and interacted with. And you're constantly cleansing on whatever that you find there's issues. And I find that there are energy shifts within this body, in terms of, as I'm using this technique, things are shifting. So I do think some thought patterns and stuff are shifting or disappearing. Sometimes the body is just taking in a lot of energy. You feel more energized. You feel more light. I think even in the book, they mentioned that when you're in the zero state, the unconditioned, it's just love. It's upbeat. It's inspirational. And, there's just a general well-being, a feeling of well-being. And so it's actually quite pleasant. And this is the basic technique. Leave some comments below if you want me to do more on this technique, because over the years, through retreats and workshops, I've developed some other things with Ho'oponopono to delve into the body mind, the repeating patterns and things like that. And that might be something that I might share. It's maybe not what people might consider true, absolute, pure non-duality, but I do find this is very it's not, I guess not quite cohesive is the word, but it's collaborative. It's in harmony with non-duality. The fact that you're taking absolute responsibility for everything. There is nothing outside of you. You're going to an unconditioned zero state, which is very inspirational, happy, joy. It's a lot of this is very in common with a lot of non-duality. So I find that the two mix very well in terms of all healing, paradigms and methods and modalities that I've ever heard of. This is the most almost non-dual minded one I've ever encountered, because you're not healing anything outside yourself. It's just internal work. It's all internal work. Anything you see in the world, the war in Ukraine, it's within. So you start there, you cleanse there. If the economy starts going into a recession, cleanse there. It started within. It started within as thought. Repetitive thought pattern is the cause that makes everything arise in the world. It's something to play with. But the 4 phrases plus the 2 again is I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, thank you, I ask, and I'm open. And again, it is the self doing anything. All it is the body mind making a petition and staying open. But let me know what you think of this. It is play with it, especially for a bit, and then tell me what you think about it, because the proof is in the pudding, so to speak, in terms of you play with it, you find out some things sometimes. But if you got any questions, comments, please post below. And as always, thank you much.